This morning, 5 AI developers worked on the same project on my Mac at the same time. One fixed a bug, one wrote the tests, one built dark mode, one shipped a CSV export, one rewrote the docs. None of them touched each other's work. And here's the part that actually got me. I only told one of them about the bug, and three of them found it on their own. The app that made this possible is free open source, and it runs the Claude Code subscription you already have. It's called Orca. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to do exactly what you just saw. Run a whole team of coding agents on one project without them stepping on each other, review everything before it ships, and you'll know the one real cost nobody mentions because I hit it on camera. Quick facts, then we build. Orca is a free desktop app for Mac, Windows, and Linux. Over 28,000 stars on GitHub. MIT licensed. And it is not another AI you pay for. Orca has no model of its own. You bring the agents you already use. Claude Code, Codex, Cursor, and more than 30 others. Orca's job is one thing. Let many agents work on one project at once, safely. The trick is something Git has had for years: Worktrees. A worktree is a separate working copy of your repository. Its own folder, its own branch, its own files. Orca creates one for every task. So agent 1 edits its copy. Agent 2 edits a different copy. They physically cannot overwrite each other. That one idea is the entire foundation. Everything else in Orca is built on top of it. Setup took me about 2 minutes. Download Orca from the GitHub releases page. It's free. Open it, and it detects the agents already installed on your machine. It found my Claude Code immediately. Pick your default agent. Add your project folder. Done. No API keys. No new account. It uses the subscription you're already paying for. Now the fun part. My test project is a small metrics dashboard with real problems. A bug that shows growth has declined, 0 tests, duplicated code, and a README that lies. I created 5 workspaces and gave each one a Claude Code agent and one job. Fix the wrong arrows, write the tests, add the dark mode, build a CSV export, and clean up the duplication. Rewrite the docs. Each agent got its own worktree, its own terminal, its own copy of the code. 5 terminals, 5 branches, 1 project. Then I just watched. The sidebar shows every workspace and what its agent is doing: working, done, or waiting on input. One agent stopped almost immediately. Claude Code asks you to confirm you trust a new folder before it works there. That's the waiting state. One key press and it's off. Within about 3 minutes, the first agent finished. It had found the root cause of the arrow bug. The percent change was computed backwards. Fixed it and verified every metric now points the right way. But here's the moment this video exists for. The test agent, whose only job was writing tests, flagged the same backwards percent bug in its report. So did the CSV agent. So did the docs agent, which refused to paper over it and documented the real behavior with a warning instead. I planted one bug. I told one agent. 3 of the 5 found it independently. Nobody asked them to review the code base. Good agents, given their own space to work, just notice things. Now, none of this ships without me reading it. Every workspace has a diff view against the branch it started from. This is where Orca stops being a toy. You read the change like a pull request. You can drop a comment on any line and send it straight back to the agent. And you commit and push without leaving the app. Here's the rule I'd give you. Parallel agents multiply your output. So they also multiply your responsibility to read diffs. Orca makes the reading part fast. Each workspace also gets its own browser tab, pointed at that workspace's copy of the app. So I opened the dark mode workspaces tab. And there's the new theme toggle. Running that branch's code. The theme survives a reload, and the charts redraw with theme aware colors. My favorite detail, the dark mode agent verified its own work in a browser before reporting done. It even admitted its simulated click, missed the button, and re verified another way. That honesty is right there in the transcript. Quick pause. If seeing 5 agents work one project just changed how you think about your Claude subscription, that's the job of this channel. I test these tools for real, so you don't burn a weekend finding out. Subscribe on YouTube, hit supporter on Facebook, and let's keep going because the orchestrator is next. Everything so far was me assigning work by hand. Orchestration, it's experimental, you switch it on in settings. Adds the layer where agents coordinate each other. There's a shared task list and a dispatch system. I created 4 tasks: commit the fix, commit the tests, commit dark mode, commit the export, and dispatched each one to its agent. The task arrives inside the agent's terminal with full context: what to do and how to report back. And they did. Each worker did its job, committed on its own branch, and sent a worker done message back through Orca's message bus, which lands in a coordinator inbox with the task ID attached. 4 tasks dispatched, 4 commits, 0 conflicts, 0 copy pasting between terminals. That's the shape of something bigger: a lead agent planning, workers executing, results reported back. It's early and it's rough, but it already works. Now the cost. Nobody says this part. 5 parallel agents means 5 times the token burn. My Claude account's 5-hour session meter went from fresh to 100% in about 25 minutes of fleet work. That's the real trade. You're compressing hours of sequential agent time into minutes of parallel time, and the meter compresses with it. Orca at least shows per account usage right in the status bar, and you can hot swap accounts if you have more than one. But plan around it. Fleets are for bursts, not for idling. One more piece I have not tested yet, so I'll only tell you what it is. Orca has a mobile companion app in beta for iPhone and Android. It pairs with your desktop and shows every agent's status. And when an agent is waiting on input, you can answer from your phone. Remember my agent stuck on the trust prompt? That's exactly the unstick it from anywhere case. I'll test it properly in a follow-up. Subscribe if you want that video. Also in the box, quickly. SSH Worktrees. Agents run on a powerful remote machine while you keep the same interface. Design mode. Click any element in the built-in browser and it sends that element's code and a screenshot straight into the agent's prompt. And GitHub and Linear built-in. Open a workspace directly from an issue. Each of those deserves its own video. My verdict after a full morning. If you use Claude Code in one terminal and you are happy, you don't need Orca yet. The moment you catch yourself juggling 2 terminals or stashing changes so an agent can try something, that's the moment. It's free, it's MIT licensed, your agents and your subscription come with you. And the worktree isolation alone paid for the download in the first hour. It's 4 months old and it moves fast. Expect rough edges, especially in orchestration. Your exact path today. 1. Grab Orca from the releases page, link below. 2. Open it. Let it detect Claude Code and add one real project. 3. Create one worktree for one annoying task and let one agent finish it while you keep working. That alone sells the idea. 4. Same day, go to 3 agents on 3 genuinely separate tasks. A bug, a test, and a doc is the perfect starter trio. 5. Read every diff before you merge. I've written all of this up as a free setup guide with the Fleet playbook and my exact prompts. Comment the word Orca and my bot sends it over. Real talk. 90% of you watching haven't subscribed. On Facebook, Subscribe is the supporter button. That is what keeps the lights on here. On YouTube, it's free and it tells the algorithm to send you more. Subscribe to support us. And if you're just getting started with Claude Code or Codex, my beginner guides walk you from zero to your first real automations. They are linked below. Here's the shift that matters. Yesterday, you had an assistant and you watched it work. Today, you have a team and they wait on you. Comment Orca for the free kit. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as Hyperautomation Labs. See you in the next one.